Hello everyone, today we are going to be taking a look at the collector's edition of VIII Lacrimosa of Dana. The first thing you'll notice about this collector's edition is the packaging is absolutely wonderful. The box itself is actually textured, and it displays the map of the world as part of its design. Upon opening the box, you'll see a portrait of Dana on one side and then the other side will show Adol. The collector's edition comes with the following: a Day 1 edition copy of the game, one cloth poster, the Siren Song soundtrack, the hardcover art book, Acrylic Bookends, the steel case, and a soft cover art book. First, let's take a look at these art books. And yes, I did say art books as in plural. This collector's edition surprisingly contains 3 art books. The art booklet that came with the Day 1 copy of the game, the standard softcover art book, as well as a premium art book. Let's start with the premium art book. I absolutely love this design on the premium art book. It closely resembles a journal that an adventurer would take. The pages within has sketches as well as commentary not from the developers or the designers, but from Adol himself. actual outer layer of the art book is fantastic. You'll see the engravings in there. It's very high quality. The pages of the art book actually does resemble those old world paper that has been manufactured using older or outdated methodologies, resulting in a more primitive product. Overall, I'd say this art book is fantastic. It actually does compete with my Skyrim art book for one of the best art books I ever had. Up next, let's take a look at the standard art book. Standard art book contains essentially your art assets, concept art, costume designs for all the different characters, as well as weapon designs and scenery, along with director or artist commentary. Again, it's pretty standard, but bundled with the premium art book, it's actually pretty good value. Next, let's take a look at the cloth poster. The poster itself measures around 40 5/8 of an inch by 33 5/8 of an inch. The print quality is pretty impressive, though the cloth material is, I'd say, mediocre to below average a bit. I'm not really impressed by the trimmings on the side. The way the cloth has been cut seems a little jagged to me. I don't know, it might be my perspective, but it doesn't seem to have like that high quality feel to it. But the printing itself is impressive. I added a scene just to illustrate how big the poster is. Take a look. Now let's jump into the Day 1 edition of the game. The Day 1 edition of the game contains the following: the art booklet, a sound sampler, the game itself, and the reversible cover. Normally, if a game has an alternative or a flippable cover, I usually do use, personally, the flip cover. The art booklet itself is merely a compressed version of the softcover art book. Less illustrations, less scenery, as well as less commentary. Also contained within is the sound sampler. Not the complete soundtrack, mind you, but a sound sampler. Some tracks that came from the game. Now let's jump into the soundtrack. Doing a little bit of research with this, I compared the tracks that's included in the collector's edition versus the actual OST on Amazon, of course, and I did find out that this is not the complete soundtrack. I'm not sure what the scope of coverage is for the soundtrack, but the actual album is essentially called Siren Songs. Again, I really wish they'd include like complete soundtrack in these. This collector's edition also comes with the steel case. The art on it is actually nice, but again, it's a standard steel case. And finally, let's go to the acrylic bookends. Surprisingly, the acrylic bookends is pretty easy to assemble. It's higher quality than I initially thought. I thought it would be like just essentially cheap plastic with faded out designs. But again, the printing is actually really good. Initially, I was expecting like a figurine. I actually wasn't expecting it to be just acrylic boards with the character designs on it. But surprisingly, after a while, after I assembled everything looked good. It's surprisingly high quality. It's sturdier than I thought. Overall, I think this collector's edition is actually pretty good value. Despite the misgivings on the soundtrack, I really think that the other items included with the collector's edition actually makes up for that. That's why I'm giving this collector's edition a score of 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe so you can join me as we take a look at more items from the collector's vault.